Hola, bitches. Welcome to Full Podcast. Yeah, no,
John
I heard it, but
Dayao.
no.
Oh God!
Aren't you
All
glad you
right.
said yes to do this?
Just start this show, man.
Welcome to Full Package RC. This is episode number 2, and tonight we're going to have a special guest with us. But as always, I have my co-hosts with me here, Mike Sobey
Yo, what's up?
and Aaron Heister.
Hey, what's going on?
I'd like to thank everyone who gave a listen to episode number 1, got in touch with me, gave me some feedback, the good, the bad, the ugly. You know, I was kind of happy. Gives us a little bit better direction, which way we want to go, things I can do a little bit better. So that was greatly appreciated. So tonight, you won't have to listen to just the three of us talking constantly. We have a very special guest for our first guest, and that's Mr. John Mad Panda Dayao.
What's up?
There you go. There he is. We thought we'd
He
wait
doesn't
till
sound
later to
very
hear him,
mad.
but
Big guy.
huh?
He doesn't sound very mad.
He doesn't know. Maybe you should be
That was a little
John.
too pleasant.
He sounds
No,
like somebody
I'm
who's
actually-
happy they're in the warm weather.
I am actually a jolly person.
John
The
Jelly Panda Dayao?
He couldn't say that more
I'm also-
depressively.
I'm also sarcastic, so
Yeah, this is true. He is. He's kind of a dick sometimes, but you know, that's how it is.
Kinda.
you guys are harsh, man.
we kind of
Yeah, we
are,
will.
yeah.
No, we love John.
It's
That's okay. That's all right.
Speak
I don't
for
know if I'd say
yourself.
love. That might be a little bit strong.
Oh, we love John.
Thank you.
We love John. Till he takes me to Disneyland.
He's gonna take us. I think he said he's gonna take us all to Disney, right?
That's right. That's what I heard.
I mean,
Yeah, sure.
we can get the fast pass, right? We
I'll
can
imagine
tell
that
him.
drive
crew.
you there.
Well, you can tell him the fat guy can't stand in line that long, and that'll get us right in.
That doesn't work. I'm fat myself, and it doesn't work, man. I still got to stand up on lines.
So I thought, oh, they catered to the handicap. We can just
Can
tell
you
him I'm
imagine
morbidly
the-
obese and I can't stand that long. Gotta find a way to use it to my advantage somehow.
You imagine the ticket booth person seeing all four of us walking up to the booth. He'd be like, nope. Pull the chain thing down.
We're full. Sorry.
Yep.
Especially when they see John bringing us in. Oh, this guy again? Man, he's
Guys
got
here every
season-
day.
Yeah, we got to get rid of this guy. Keeps bringing all his
I'll be
food
riding
and
on John's back.
He's got a lot of kids.
There you go, Aaron. He can wear you on his backpack like, you know, one of those little kid packs.
Those
That's
little
what I mean,
baby
I'll-
pouches.
I'll be John's backpack. I'm down for that. I'll hide beers in my
Yeah.
pockets, hide beers in that. That works.
Be on
Oh.
on his back, bonging some twisted teas on his way through the gate.
Oh my God. You already know, brother. You already know.
Oh my God.
So thank you for joining us today, Marcus Kim. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule.
Sure. Get
oh,
it all
Sure.
out. Get it all out.
that's been
So I
going on
guess
for
to
how many
start
years
first
now?
off, when and where did you get the nickname of Marcus Kim? Obviously, we know why, but when and where did it stem from?
One of the guys from I was talking to one of the guys from Helly's over Delaware years ago, and he you know, we were talking for a good like half an hour, and then all of a sudden he goes, "All right, man, I'll see you." And then he goes, "You're Marcus Kim, right?" I'm like, "Oh no, no." And then after that, you know, like at Urcha, when I saw Marcus Kim, I told him the story about it and got a kick out of it. So, but yeah,
as long as
that's
I've
not
known
the
you,
only.
that's been the ongoing joke.
Yeah, it has been. But yeah, that was a long time ago, man.
Yeah, it was.
We
We're
go
getting
way
old.
back. We go
I've known
way
you now like
back.
10 years. Yeah.
Has
at
it
least
been
10
10
years.
years?
I'm 25 now, and I met you when I was, oh my God, what, maybe 15? Probably
15 with
14,
the Justin Bieber haircut. That's right.
Yeah, Justin
Oh
Bieber
my
haircut and the T-Rex 500.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then you had one of the club members at my club when we were doing the event. He like pretty much let you fly like all the helicopters that he owned.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. I know. I still remember his name.
Yeah. Noah. It was Noah.
Yep.
I think that
Yeah.
was like the
Yeah.
first time you ever flew a 700 too, I think.
First time I flew a 550. First time I flew a 700. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
a lot of.
Because you only flew a 500 up to that point.
So Noah was
Yeah.
pretty much responsible for you being this badass pilot.
Oh,
I
Don't
wouldn't
tell me
say-
this shit.
I wouldn't say I'm badass. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. We
Oh my
started
god.
the crashes. A lot of crashing has started
Sure.
then, but
Sure, yeah. I don't know about that. I saw you. How many did you crash that event? I don't know. don't remember.
Brother, I crash every event. That's not a question.
That event, I
That-
know I can remember because you crashed your the Blade 450 3D, and I only remember that because a couple guys you were screwing around with them, and I could tell by the attitude. And I looked at my wife and said, "Oh, he's so putting us in this flight," because I knew it was coming, and I was right.
Oh man.
You remember that, Aaron? Because you crashed, and I start
I do.
laughing, and the guys looked at you and said, "Is your dad really laughing at you because you just crashed?"
Those were the days.
Yep,
That was fun.
it was a good time.
So what are you flying now, John?
Huh?
What are you flying now, John?
I'm flying. I'm still flying my oxys, man. Still flying my oxys. I really like them, and that's the only thing that I would prefer flying on any given day. So
Did you
yeah,
did you get the Flash yet?
yeah. I've
Oh.
been flying that. I actually crashed that at Urcha on the Saturday night, last Urcha. That was
You
fun.
had it at Urcha?
Yeah, I had it at Urcha. You didn't see it in the back of my
No,
golf
I
cart.
don't remember that.
Yeah, carried it everywhere.
He carried it everywhere. It
much-
was in the back of his golf cart. It just wasn't in the air.
Oh, I flew it. You just wasn't at Urcha to witness it.
Yeah, he's got a point there, Bob.
Yeah, I know. Me and many other hundreds of people weren't at Urcha. Not like it
Yeah,
used to
that's
be.
true.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm contemplating
Me
it this
and
year. I
John
will
me
say
and John are me and John are true dedicated heli pilots.
Yeah. I don't know about now though, because Urcha's probably like 15 hours away now.
That's all right. You can do
I'm
it. I
not-
got faith in you.
Right. I'm not sure if I'm a dedicated 15-hour drive heli pilot.
Sure you are.
You're gonna do it.
I don't know. It's gonna have to take a couple of more people to
If I go,
to
will you go?
motivate me. Yes, of course.
Because I'm thinking about going this year.
Oh, there we go.
My plans.
There
I
we
had some
go.
plans for May that was going to require some time off, which looks like that freed up because that's not happening. So that gives me some time. So I am contemplating Urcha. So it's
There
either
it
going to
is.
be Urcha
There
or
it
the
is.
Virginia
You're going.
fall
I'm
event.
going.
So
Start filling
Aaron?
your piggy bank.
Aaron,
Oh, I'm
You
in.
going?
If he's going, shit. I can't say no to that. I'll go.
there you go. All right.
Sounds like we're doing an IRL full package, live full package out there.
Be like the old
I-
days.
I'll join you
yeah,
guys.
me
for,
driving and having to
for an
pay for
episode.
everything. Yay!
You got an assistant driver now.
No, it'll probably be like the old days. 10 minutes into the freaking
Oh, yeah.
trip, he'll be asleep in the passenger seat.
That's how it was when he came out to our event.
Yeah.
I think Aaron slept for an extra hour after he got there.
Probably. Yeah. He's
Oh
like, these
man.
guys are
Yeah.
freaking boring. I don't want to be here.
But
Yeah.
that last
just
event
drive
with
on.
you, Aaron, that was awesome, man. What event
Yeah,
was
that
that?
was-
Like,
That was
which
at,
event was that?
that was at Nighthawks.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was
no.
at my pub.
Was that I forgot what month that was. Was that
July.
the June event or
That was June.
was
What?
it in June?
Yeah.
Which one?
Yep.
What's
Or
the
no,
name
it's
of the
July.
event?
I thought it was
the-
July,
the Ohio Heli Throwdown.
That's it. Oh yeah, Heli Throwdown.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that'll be an every year thing now.
man. You guys are gonna make me feel bad for missing those things.
You
man.
can't miss
I'm
that
far
one.
away.
You've got to be at that one.
I'm far away.
Well, then maybe you got to just make the drive. That's what happens if you want to be in a warm climate. You got to suck it up and make the drive to come see us.
Oh my god.
You're around all these airplanes now.
Yeah.
Just steal one.
Just have some just hitch a ride in like a C630 and have them dump you off the back over Youngstown area or something, and we'll find you.
Right.
Anybody seen Marcus? Was driving around town.
Come
You
on,
guys
he's
are
a little
bad.
spiky haired, dude. You can find him. So John, let's go back. What got you into helis?
Man, you're gonna take me all the way
Let's
back.
take you
now.
way back.
Way back. What got me into helis? I don't know. I've always been curious about them. I started flying back in mid '96 with airplanes, right? And that was in New York still. And yeah, like me and my father have always been curious as to the helicopter stuff. But back then we just didn't have the money. I just didn't have the funds to do it. I was still in high school, so I got my career going after graduating college, and then like one day, I think it was like 2010. I don't remember. I think it was 2010. I got curious. I got some extra cash laying around, right? And instead of buying something useless, I bought a helicopter. And after that, I found SRW, my original helicopter club, the one that was like 15 minutes away from my house, the club that I met you guys in, Bob and Aaron.
Yep.
And then
Yeah, great club.
yeah, very great. Very supportive club. Yeah, they, all those guys over there, like a lot of those guys over there taught me how to fly. Yeah, after that, I was just consistently on it, right? But yeah, I don't know. I just like helicopters better than airplanes for some reason.
So
But,
you've been, what year did you start flying helis then? Did you say
I
about?
think 2011.
2011. We're in 2024. So 13 years and you still only use one rudder one way.
Oh,
Oh snap!
Hey,
oh
I'm the
man.
same way, so we're all the same way. So
Yeah, this is. You know what?
Sorry, I had to get that dig in there a little bit.
Yeah, I know. I'm so used to that. Like with like people heckling when you're on the flight line flying. I'm so used to that.
Who heckles you on the flight line? Nobody does that.
Right.
Yeah.
I never do when you're there.
Right.
I'm always
Like,
super supportive.
to this day, like when I'm flying, even if I'm flying like outside an event, like I just hear somebody go, "You gotta get below the sweet spot.
That's
You gotta
right.
get below the sweet spot."
I mean, I can't imagine somebody like calling you John only flies in the Dayao or anything like that. That would be.
Oh man, that was great. Yeah, that was
hey, I
great.
think we have rare video of John doing a night flight with us when we had like all 4 or 5 in the air. Just the micros, but he was up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He was the only
Oh,
one
you
that
forgot.
survived. We all crashed our
yeah.
stuff.
Somebody has video footage of that. Who has that?
It was you, wasn't it?
I don't
You
have
did.
any. No,
You
because I
do,
was
Bob.
flying. You guys suckered me into
You were
flying.
flying with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think
Oh.
didn't you give Brittany or something your camera?
No, I don't think anybody would do it. I thought somebody recorded it, but yeah,
Hmm.
I actually
Was
don't
it
have
Bill
any video.
Ann? Was Bill Ann there? I don't remember.
Maybe Bill did. Yeah, it might
Yeah,
have.
Yeah, I
Bill.
think
That was like mass chaos. It was pretty good.
That was fun.
It was a
Hmm.
lot of fun.
But you guys did scare me a few times, and I'm like, oh god, I hope I don't get any helicopters like smashing into me.
Wait. You
To
guys,
me.
you guys scared us.
Yes.
You be more specific. You can do it.
I got a confession. My eyes were closed the whole flight, so
Not. I was gonna say usually when those flights happen, it's Aaron that everybody's kind of in front of them doing their thing, and he decides you hear coming through from the right, and he just goes hauling ass right through across everybody, hoping
I'm not
not
gonna lie,
to take
that is
anybody
my
out.
favorite thing to do in a big
think-
group flight. That just hey, what are the chances we hit? I'm going full pitch across, and if we hit, then we hit.
Did you
pretty
hit
sure I
somebody?
did one of those. I'm pretty sure I did one of those, but I didn't say, "Hey, coming through from the right." I just did it.
Yeah.
You say, did I hit somebody? I've never
Yeah.
actually. I've never.
You
No.
didn't?
I've never like a person.
No, not a person, like a helicopter.
Another heli.
You hit
No.
someone else that was flying?
No,
No?
I think-
no. I've
I
never.
think the
done
only
that.
time that happened was you and me when you cut my tail off of my 130.
Oh yeah, I mean, just me and you. Yeah, I've never like been at Urcha and flown out of my flight box and done some dumb shit like that. But yeah,
I'm
if
pretty
it's just a
sure-
couple of us playing around.
I'm pretty sure that when I let Aaron fly my OMPM2, he did a tail slide, and I'm pretty sure it poked out the other side of the world and hit the ground so hard it might have hit Kenny Coe's helicopter for a split second and came back.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was there was no pulling up.
I don't know.
Usually, like you hear a thud and then like some a little bit of rustling around and stuff. This was just a thud and dead silence, so you knew it was a good one.
That ended up going in nose
30
first, though, didn't
seconds.
it?
Yeah, it ended up. I think I had to buy a canopy and I bent my boom straight.
Because he was doing a tail
I
slide
might
and
have to
like
put a
just
servo
a
arm on or
couple feet
something.
above the ground, the tail blew out and it spun it around and went nose first right in.
Yeah. Then John gave me a Logo 200 canopy. Yeah, I put a servo arm on it. We bent the boom straight and flew it again.
Did he crash it again?
Oh, of course.
And then
I
I've wrecked
crashed.
only a couple more of those for the same exact reason since.
Yeah, you gotta watch them tail slides with those.
Yeah, they don't
No
like
bueno.
they don't like pulling out really fast.
Oh no, nobody likes pulling out.
No.
Yeah, he
Where's
crashed
the
my
soundboard?
OMP too, but that was because there was something going on with it. I needed him to find the weakness, so he did. Then I had to fix it.
Yeah,
It's all good now again.
you ain't having fun unless you're crashing, baby. Come on. I know Mike knows what I'm talking about.
Hell yeah.
Jeez. Oh, all right. So when John, I'll ask you some serious questions. When did you get the designing? Well, I guess you should tell people that you do designing as well too. You do the Mad Panda wraps, right?
Fell asleep.
John,
Jonathan.
did we lose you, John?
Mr. leave me.
Jonathan.
Don't leave me here with these idiots.
Where'd he go?
It's his cutoff. His wife shut the Wi-Fi off. She said, "John, to bed."
Yeah, you
We
gotta
gotta get
down.
up and go to Disney in the morning.
Stop playing with these boys. You can't play with your friends anymore.
Oh, this is even better. He can't even defend himself.
Yeah, I know. If you can hear us, you're on mute or something there, John. So welcome back, John. Now that you've rejoined us, we
Thanks.
thought maybe your wife made you go to bed and you couldn't play with your friends anymore.
No, my bedtime is a little bit later.
So you can stay up till maybe 9:30.
Yeah.
So where we were at is I was asking until you so rudely decided to, leave us for a moment and lose your connection. But how you got into the rap side of things, like when you started bringing your design business, if you will, into it and doing like radio raps and design work for the Hellies.
I started that with with my own stuff. Like I've always wanted like a custom radio because everybody's radio looks just the same. Like at my old club, like when I had the 8SG, there's like 7 other people that had it. When I had the 14SG, there's 10 other people that had it in the field. So I wanted to make my own stuff, like my own custom stuff, and I wanted to match like what I'm flying. So I asked one of my buddies from Team Ninja if he could print out like a custom design that I made, and then everything. After that, it just went haywire. I just started customizing everything, and I wanted to do it on my own. Just so I could see the print before I actually ship it out to a customer. Like
Mhm.
when I started doing customers, like I wanted to be able to see the print and actually determine whether or not it's good enough. Because sometimes like when you print from like monitor to like print medium like CMYK, if you going from RGB to CMYK, like colors kind of like get muddy or like they get desaturated and all that, right? So like I wanted to be able to see and approve the prints before I send it out to a client. So I decided to start experimenting with my own stuff. And after that, it was just, I guess, more and more people started appreciating my work, and then it eventually grew into like a side hustle for me. This pretty much funds like my helicopter stuff. My funds for like going to events. It's not making me rich or anything, but I do charge like a fair amount. Some people think it's expensive, but I commit like at least 8 to 10 hours, for any person's like custom design. And it's a custom design. I don't just like go out there and make one design and then like give it to like 10 other people. My rule is that for the radios at least, when I'm doing them, I don't repeat designs. I can take inspiration, but at the end of the day, I have to be like, all right, this looks exactly like this other customer that I did. I'm gonna have to make the changes and then show it to the new client. So
yeah, I could vouch for that because John, you did the wrap for the V Control I had.
Yes.
I ended up selling it to Angel Rojas, and he wanted some changes to be done to it, and John's like, no, that's Mike's design. You need to get your own design. I was like, oh,
I mean,
that's
I
kind of
pretty
cool.
much.
You're loyal to it. You know what I mean? Like that's his. He paid for it. You
Yeah,
want a
I mean,
design, you get your own.
I offered Angel to, I offered him to, to redo the design, like use the, like you not similar, but like, use use your design as like an inspiration.
Right.
But he wasn't hearing it. He just wanted the name changed, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not changing it. That's Mike's. That's Mike's.
He
So-
messaged me. He said, I think at this point it'd be easier to change my kid's name than it would be to get that changed. And I'm like, well, I was
So
like,
here's-
well, he's a man of his word. What can I say? I don't know what to tell you.
So here's the story. It's a funny story, actually. We were at Urcha. I forgot what year it was. We were doing like the pilots dinner, and this was like like the stuff that happens before the contest, the battle of the brands or whatever, right? And some random kid comes up to me and was like, "Hi, I'm Mike Sobey. Can you please change my radio's name so I can get my old name back?" And then
That's funny.
I see Angel like behind, like probably like 50 feet behind him, like just like laughing.
That's
I'm just like,
hilarious.
oh my god, that was one of the funniest things ever. That made my day that day.
That's pretty funny. I will say, and actually, get ready, John. This is a rare moment that
Okay.
John's design work is top notch. We're friends. However, he's done a lot of design work for me. He's done the logos for my RCSR for the full package that we use here. He's done those for me. Radio wraps, other stickers for me for other projects I've done. So I've personally used him for a lot of stuff. Highly recommend him if you're out there looking for anything. I don't know if he wants any other business or not, but he might be too busy going to Disney, not have time for it. I don't know. But I will say his stuff is pretty good. So that's one of the few times you'll hear me talk nice, because I don't like it to go to his head and, make his
Thanks,
head too
Bob.
big. But yeah, it is top notch shit for sure. And that's why he's my go-to. He gets, maybe gets agitated with me because he'll give me a proof and I'm like, no changes, change that, to get what I want. But in
Well,
the end, I get what I want, and that's what counts.
here's the thing, though, right? So, I take my customers from the beginning to the end, and I always check in on the customers, like, to see if they're happy with it, and if me or the customer aren't happy about it, right? Both of us have to agree that this is probably, this is the direction is, pretty good. But if either of us are not happy, that means that I go back to the drawing board and then I redo it, or I keep improving. The full package logo is one of them, Bob. I mean, you work with me with that logo, and remember, like, the changes that you were asking for, and I kept on telling you, like, this, it doesn't fit, it doesn't work
Oh,
that
I know.
way,
I made you
right?
work
But
for it.
and then eventually we came up to, like, a really good, like, this is the logo, that's it. Let's package it and send it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because I
So
was
yeah,
asking you. That's why I said I was definitely a pain in your ass. Where I'm like, no, let's try this, let's try that, and then you tried to explain to me, well, that won't quite work with what I was thinking, because I'm not a design guy. But I kept kind of pushing the issue a little bit until we, like you said, you sort of made the changes and got it closer to what I was looking for, and then we got what we wanted.
I will say, while we're tooting John's horn just a little bit, I've had one of your stickers on the real drift car for probably at least a year and a half, and it's still looking good. Quality's good. It's not peeling. So I got to say, the quality of your vinyl, whatever you use, it lasts. So
man.
I commend
Which
you for
one do
that.
you have? Which one do you have?
It's your Discord logo, like the Mad Panda, the angry looking panda face.
Yeah.
There was like a little maybe 3 inch by 4 inch, and it's been on my window for probably at least a year and a half.
I think it was one of the
Wow.
ones you sent me with other stuff, and I just slapped it on his car, gave it to him to put on or something.
That's version 2 actually. I'm using, like, way better vinyl now at this point. I got better equipment, so yeah. I'm glad that lasted that long though. That's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's still on, still hanging on for dear life. So
Nice.
See, at least you put your Mad Panda logo on your car, that you put it on, not just had to walk around the side of your car and find it on there mysteriously at an IRCHA event.
Yeah, I do have a bad habit of graffitiing with my stickers.
A little bit.
No, you don't say.
yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of
it's
like you
fun
made me
though.
the ones that said property. You just said that, was it this property or property of King Bob? And then I was going around at the one event and I was just placing my stickers all over everybody's like chargers and transmitters, and I'm like, oh, it's stickers on, it's mine now.
Yeah, I
Oh
still
yeah.
find stuff in my heli bag that has King Bob stickers on it.
Great.
I made that, like, overnight, right, for, like, the
Yeah.
SmackDown event.
Yeah, because you gave me some kind of stickers, and then that was at Cincinnati, maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was the only time you made it
because
there.
you went home. Yeah, because you went home, and then the very next day you showed up with like a whole sheet of these things because you said, "Oh, I got something funny," and then you came back with those.
Yeah,
That was
I remember
great.
that.
The only thing better than that is one of our local guys here, Jamie Baker. He's got these things. He calls them dickers, and they're dick stickers, and they're real small, so they're hard to see. And every time I leave the field, I get to check. So the license plates in Ohio have like a sunrise, and he'll put one right in the middle, like where the sun is, so it looks like it's glowing, because like the sunrise rays are going everywhere. And I'll hide one on my license plate, and I find them everywhere.
That's pretty
Oh
funny.
man, there's a bunch of those floating around IRCHA a few years back.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's random. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got blamed for making them one time, and for the record, I didn't make them. Someone else got the blame for it. I know. Yeah, the people who have the means to make stickers got blamed for it. But yeah, I cannot say who made it. I don't know. But yeah.
You just don't want to say.
I was gonna say that's
No,
I don't
I
know.
really
Yeah.
don't. I really don't know. I really don't. I have an idea who, but I really don't know.
Uh-huh.
All I know is that I got blamed for it, and I'm like, man, that sucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate all your work. Now I can go back to insulting you again.
No, thanks.
I don't want you to
Yeah,
get
go
too
back
used to me
to
being nice to you.
back to shitting on John.
No, yeah, I got the money to to spend now. So thanks for the cash.
Yeah. Hey, anytime. Happy to pay. I'm sure I'll have something else I need you to do in the near future.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, it's always fun making logos. I mean, it's something that's a challenge for me, I guess. It's hard. It's not easy work, but I pulled through, right, Bob?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Took a little while
All
to get
right.
us there, but we made it.
Had to
Yeah.
beat him into submission, but
It was
Well,
good. It all worked.
you caught me at a bad time. Like I think I was trying to move my ass to Florida.
Yeah, you were moving. Well, the whole thing to
Ain't no
put this
excuse.
whole podcast together took us a while to just make everything kind of work, to just get it to do what we wanted to do. I don't know. It just seemed to take a while to do. Everybody's busy. We all
Yes,
work. We
I
all
agree.
have, busy lives, and just to find a time to do this, just to have some fun.
Life
Um,
do be getting in the way.
Yeah, but I'm
Absolutely.
having fun. I'm having fun right now.
Yeah.
So John, I do have a question for you. So this has been like the age-old question. I got it a ton working at the hobby shop for the longest time. You're a gamer, so you might have some better input on this. How do you
Okay.
feel about Sims? Where are you at on Sims? Do you use Sims? Do you what how are you feeling about that?
Yeah, I use Sims all the time, not as much now because I'm a little busy working, trying to earn some points on my new job. But yeah, like on my free time, if I'm not doing anything, I'll fire up the Sim,
So you get enjoyment out of that? You think it feels like the real thing and you can actually have fun doing it?
No, it doesn't feel like the real thing, but visually, like it teaches me how to connect my hands with my eyes, what I'm seeing. So like I'm still doing like hover practices, I'm doing like inverted hover, all directions. I do instead of 4 directions, I do 8. I always recommend people to do 8 directions,
Yep.
every 45 degrees. But yeah, like if anybody argues that Sims don't work, I mean they're not using it properly. A simulator can only get you there 80%, right? I could attest to this because I am a professional VR artist. I do a lot of military simulations now, and yeah, it doesn't teach you how to do it in real life. It teaches you how to remember it in real life, your recall, so to
Yes.
speak. So your recall gets you there at 80%, and then it's up for you to pull the next 20% physically. So yeah, it'll never be the same. You can make it feel like you're actually flying there. VR helps a lot because you get your neck movements, your head movements associated with the flying, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, like aside from that, I mean, nothing beats physical practice.
Right.
But
And it is refreshing to hear you though kind of stand up for the simulator side because I can't tell you how many times working at the hobby shop or just meeting people at Fun Flies kind of talking about the simulator subject and people are so quick to shit on them. People are so quick and I am 100% for simulators and I know with the background you have they're amazing. I love them. They've gotten me to where I am today. It's refreshing to hear someone else have that take on them as well, because too many people just absolutely bash them.
well, you got to get better customers then.
Well, I don't
Aha.
work there anymore, so I don't have to worry about selling them.
Oh, see? Okay. All right. They made you quit, huh?
Yeah, they made me. Yeah, they twisted my arm.
We
I'm
forced
out
his
of
Yeah.
hand. We said, "That's it. We're done
So,
with you."
he's a full-time podcaster now.
Yeah.
Oh,
oh,
absolutely.
okay. Yeah. There's a lot of money in podcasts.
That's right.
I'll let
There's
you know when we can
apparently
find
a
it.
lot of there's a lot of money being a YouTube star too.
Yeah,
No,
if you
that's
can
true.
if you can do it right, yes. Well,
I am
unfortunately,
in
I don't think we're doing it right. We're not being the politically correct and sucking up on this stuff the way we're supposed to
Yeah.
make it that way. And I don't plan on doing that. So hence, I'll just
Well, we're
live my
two
life the way we
episodes
are.
in now. I want to know where my Joe Rogan money is.
Yeah, right.
Well, you got to smoke some weed with Elon Musk first. Then you'll get those numbers up.
Let's make it happen.
Oh, there you go.
Well, if we can book a guest like Elon Musk, heck, that'd be great. That would get us some more listeners
Can we get Elon Musk to start making Tesla motors?
for the helis.
Yeah.
He'd probably
Remember
just
the Tesla
redesign. He wouldn't
wasn't
like the
there
heli.
Tesla
He'd
servos
redesign the
for a
whole
while?
heli.
I think there was Tesla servos, but I think like some Asian company like copied Tesla or something like that. I don't know. I'm not sure.
No,
You think it
Yeah,
was
that
real?
sounds
that
Was it
wrong.
doesn't
real?
happen.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I didn't look into it so much because I'm like, okay, Tesla. Like, okay,
Yeah,
let's
I
let me
highly
just wait.
doubt Elon Musk is cranking out hobby servos.
I don't know, man. He might be a successful hobby manufacturer.
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
He needs to worry about making good cars first. Then he'll then maybe
Yeah.
servo second.
Cars that don't burn to the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna get
Yeah.
some comments on that. I know that.
Ooh.
Sorry if we
You guys get me trouble.
Great.
hurt anybody that owns a Tesla, but you know.
There goes our
Next
4
question.
followers.
Yeah. Our 4
Next
followers
question.
just dropped down to 3. Oh darn.
Next question.
Yep.
All right, Mister.
Go ahead, Mike. You got any good questions for John?
I got a lot of questions for John.
I said good
None
questions.
none that are professional enough to bring up on a public podcast, though.
Well, that sounds like it's perfect then for ours.
I do have a question. So, John, you are also into other aspects of the hobby as well. I know a year or so back, more than a year or so now, you actually came up and flew airplanes with us.
Yes.
Are you still into that side of it a little bit, or has that kind of
No.
fizzled away?
Unfortunately, I couldn't move with the airplane, so I had to give it to a friend of mine.
Oh, that's a
So
bummer.
yeah, I had to leave them all behind because like it's either they go in storage and then they get crushed up and during the move and I end up with just a complete disaster, but or I give them away. So I
Yeah.
gave it away.
So were
And
you flying the cool 3D planes, or were you flying the boring figure eight pattern for 6-8 minutes and landing?
no, I flew the 3D planes. I had an Extreme Flight Edge 540 gasser. It was a 78-inch. And yeah, I flew that like on special occasions.
Yeah, Aaron wasn't there when you busted out the little. You and Mike both had those little foam planes from I forget who made them. And the
Oh,
one
the
year,
Twisted Hobbies.
yeah, and you guys were flying over top of the fire and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, that was
Yeah,
good
we're
times actually.
sticking a sparkler in it and just flying it.
Yeah, oh that was fun. Yeah. I actually like that's like part of my favorite like memory, like my core memory is hanging out like at Nighthawks Fun Fly, like like driving right after work and I still have my shirt and tie and I'm driving, I drive and then on a Friday night and I get there like what, midnight,
Yep.
1 o'clock. You guys are still awake hanging out and flying.
I was
Like
gonna say
that's
you're hopping in the camper. If not, you're hopping in the camper and you're sitting there for a couple hours talking and shooting shit.
yeah, that's always fun, man. I always appreciate hanging out with you guys. That's
See, so you
that's
need to
part of the
make the
reason why I go to
15-hour
a fun
drive.
fly. What?
You need to make the 15-hour drive in July.
I don't know I don't know about that.
You'll just have to leave after work on Thursday night. That's all.
Exactly. Come on now.
I got more days off at this new job, so
There you
I
go.
could prob-
So
I
you're
could
saying you
definitely
enjoyed it, but not
allocate them.
15 hours enjoyed it.
I could allocate some days.
Kenny
Make
Hutton
time
would
for you
do it.
guys. Oh.
So out of all the events you've been to, I mean, I know you've been in it a while. You've been flying a lot. What is your favorite event?
Man, my favorite event's gotta have to be the top event that I look forward to was HOD, man.
Oh,
yes,
yes.
sir.
Delaware.
Yes,
It was
sir.
Never
great.
made it to that one.
Ron, bring that back, Ron.
Yes, please.
Yes, that was
Bring,
amazing. I
bring
missed
Ron
that.
back.
Yeah, let's bring Ron back.
Yeah.
Screw the fun fly. Let's just bring Ron back.
Yeah. We got to bring him back first, then he'll do the fun fly.
Yeah,
He
bring him in
actually
as a guest.
he messaged me a couple weeks ago, was asking me questions about sim racing rigs.
Oh,
I was thinking about getting into sim
okay.
racing.
Nice.
There you go.
Another one coming over to the dark side. There we go.
oh my God. I actually have room for sim racing in this.
There you go.
house.
There we go.
There we go. Full package sim racing. We're gonna have another division.
Mad
I'll
Panda
teach you guys
Racing.
all how to drift. Mike can teach us how to grip race. I'm liking this.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna
God.
get 6 followers.
And then they won't
Yeah,
like the kind of racing or the color of your car, so they'll be back down to 5. Can't make everyone happy all the time.
yeah.
I'm not part of that racing though. I'd be left out.
Yeah, we'll get you there.
Nah, I don't think so. I got too much other stuff to spend my money on.
Nah.
I gotta get out, do
You're-
more flying this year, and then I got my pew pews. like to spend,
You're one credit card application away from having a nice sim rig
Oh,
sitting
I
in your
don't,
basement.
I don't need that.
He's full of shit. He is interested. He wants to do something car related. He sends me old BMW E46s. Hey, look interested in this. You wanna do it? Come
If
on.
I can find the right
Either
one,
get a sim rig or get a car.
I would get it. When I was driving your BMW around for a little while, I was having some fun with it. A little bit. I mean, you came back with the tires and everything intact, so that was good.
That's what stole me away from helicopters for so long.
You had to go all drifty boy.
Now we're back. We're back.
So
Like
what
I
other
said,
stuff do you
we're
do,
back on
John?
time.
Huh?
What other stuff do you do other than RC hobbies? Do you do anything
Man.
cool, or you just work and go to Disney and design stuff?
Well, yeah, that's all I do now. Just work. But
You don't have any other hobbies?
no, not really. I mean, I just fly helicopters, man. That's all. I do art and I do helicopters. That's it.
Okay.
Is there still a pretty good group of helicopter pilots down in Florida?
Yeah. I mean, they're a bunch of great guys over here. I be honest with you, ever since I got to Florida, I haven't been flying as much because I wanted to make a good impression at work.
Right, makes sense.
Yeah, it's just the first year is probably the most important in my line of work, so I got to do that. But I did get a season pass for Disney. That's pretty good, so I can go to Disney anytime I want to. So I guess I guess that could be a hobby, right? Is that a hobby?
No, that's not really a hobby.
That's just
If you're,
something.
if you're sneaking your friends in,
That's
then it's
just
a hobby.
sad.
You just parachute to like a random spot and.
Oh yeah, that won't be suspicious.
He's such a Disney fan. Next thing you know, he's going to be buying a big white van.
We
Yeah,
got shot down by the Disney cartel or whatever watching us.
the Disney police.
Disney. Oh man,
Oh,
what
you know,
movies have you been
it
watching?
definitely sounds like they're slinging their own drugs there. So
You watching some crazy movies, Aaron, or something with Disney Cartel?
Some Narcos. Watching some good old Narcos. It's always on the mind.
yeah, because when I think of Narcos, I think of Disneyland.
Well,
If you're a customer of Narcos, then you probably are.
So
keep that quiet. Edit that part out.
Shit, mom was listening.
cut.
Next question.
So to get back on track here, Bob,
Yeah.
I did want to ask you how was the Steam? You finally got a maiden flight on that
Yes,
thing,
I did on the Steam, the AK-700, and I will say the funny part about this whole thing was, and if anybody wants a good laugh, go watch on my YouTube channel my maiden flight of it, because over the years I've been doing helis for a long time. I've built lots of helis, I've made them, and I realized on this heli, this is the first time I'm building a 700 that I was actually going to maiden. I have never maidened a 700 ever, which was
Oh, wow.
something weird. Yeah, because usually I build them for Aaron or for my other son, Derek, or for other people I've worked on them. And I was always more nervous when they went to fly them because everyone else had more faith in my ability putting together, programming them, setting them up than I did, because I was always worried, what did I do wrong? What did I miss? Anybody who's built helis, you know what I mean. You always have that in your back of your mind.
Yep.
I worry more about it, I guess. And I took the 700 up, and it was a little chilly. I was using that as an excuse, but I definitely had shaky thumb. But the heli was rock freaking solid. And it's a pretty simple setup with an Icon 2 Scorpion motor. Everything known is good equipment that works. But this heli it was so solid. It felt so smooth. It just went perfect. And a couple times I just flipped it. It just felt so locked in. I'm super happy with it. Now I'm just really itching for better weather, and I want to get out and I want to fly the living crap out of this thing. I just bought more batteries for it to have better batteries, and I'm really looking forward to it. So it's an awesome heli. So if you're out there looking for a new 700 size heli, definitely look at the Steam AK-700, because it's a good beast.
I'm looking forward
Nice.
to fly because that 550, man, that thing flew amazing. So I'm really excited to try that 700 out, give it a good beat down.
Yeah, you beat the crap
you-
out of that 550.
Did you get any weights on it? Like, did you weigh it at all?
I didn't. No. Now I can. I got to try to. I don't really have a good scale for it. But I can try to use one of the ones I have and see if I can get a dry weight and then with batteries. I've seen a couple different people saying it, but it's pretty light, and I just
That's
like the
what
way
I've
it's
been
put
hearing.
together.
And I kind of want to set up something on 6S, like a Puma style
Mm-hmm.
700 on 6S.
There's a lot of guys running these AK-700s on 6S.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Okay.
actually didn't realize that until more recently, because I had a couple of people asking me, what I was using, and there's quite a few people. I think Tony actually has Tony Whiteside. He is Hardcore RC Products selling the Steam for in the U.S. distributor,
Right.
and I'm pretty sure he has one of the 700s set up on 6S. I think, but I know there's a couple other guys that have done it and they love it. They think it flies awesome. I've never done it. I have it just on 12S, but super happy with that brand and the company and that heli in particular. It's just amazing. The fit on everything was good. Yeah, just overly impressed with it. Honestly, I would say go get one.
Yeah, you would say that.
Yeah, go ahead. You're just one credit card away from going and getting a 700.
All right.
You just told me.
That's the last thing I need.
Yeah, see?
Anything's an upgrade from my main machine I fly, my good old 600. So that
Yeah, we gotta get
Flying the
Aaron
new
into some
700.
new shit, man.
Hey man, I still love that 600. I gave that a good beat down at the Nighthawks. That thing is fun.
Oh yeah, you can keep it, but we gotta get you into something newer.
I've looked, trust me. Since that event, I've definitely looked. I do want to get into about a 550, 600. I don't know if I want to get back into a full 700, just because of cost. But I definitely have looked.
You can get the
You want
Steam
that
550 and
Oxy-Flash.
get one of those, and pretty inexpensive, and beat the living crap out of it. You know what it does.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you want that Oxy Flash.
Yeah, a lot
Those
of
are-
those 6S 700 machines, guys are running like 550 power setups on them.
Yeah,
And they rip, man.
yeah, that's what
If
I've
they're light
seen.
enough.
Like I said, I've never really flown a 700 on 6S, to do anything with it, so I can't really say, but I've seen guys doing it, and it looks fun. It would probably fit my style of flying, because I fly, kind of like a pussy. I just sport flying, basic stuff, couple flips, rolls, and I don't do the hardcore 3D, but
Yeah.
works for me.
I'm a big nitro guy because I like the power delivery. I do not like the power delivery of a 700 electric. It's just too I always feel behind it, if that makes sense.
No.
And I think a 6S setup would kind of be closer to that nitro delivery feel.
You think
But
you
maybe I'm
think the
totally
12S
wrong.
is too much power, you mean?
Not too much power. It's just it comes on too quick. It
Okay.
surprises me every time that you use it. And I can manage it, I can fly it. It's just not as comfortable as I can with a nitro,
Well, when I get
Feel
out there,
like
if you
you're
haven't
always
flown
trying
one,
to
I'll let
catch
you.
up with it.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always on edge with it. I'm tense, you know what I mean? It just I can't really relax and get comfortable when I'm flying the electric 700s, and I've tried low head speed on them and all that stuff, and that helps for sure. But something about it is just doesn't feel like a 700 nitro, and that's
Yeah,
where
I
I feel the
understand.
most comfortable.
I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah, a lot of guys who got used to flying nitro, they always say it that way. Like whenever I go back to electric, feels like I'm trying to catch up with it. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, and I feel like that too when I get like a when I fly a season with just like nitro, I do the same thing too.
Mhm.
Just takes a while to get used to the electric again.
So I can't really say much on that. The only nitro I ever had was an old Raptor 30.
yeah, same here. Yeah, I haven't flown a whole lot of nitro. I've been pretty much all electric. I
Missing
will say,
out.
John is fun to spot for when he's flying the electric stuff because you can push him. He's easy to egg on and push and get in his head a little bit. He is a
No,
fun
I'm
one to
not.
spot for.
I was gonna say, nah,
Yeah, you are.
he doesn't
I'm
listen.
the most hard-headed pilot in
Yeah.
the flight line.
Yeah, because you're the one out there. I'm going, hey, John, get that shit lower. You're like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. And I love it. I love egging you on the flight line.
Oh, you can get him to get cranked up, but he never does what you tell him to.
He'll get lower. No, John on the last one, he was getting lower, bringing it a little closer.
I need to see some video footage of this.
But that was for you because I haven't seen you in a while. So
That was
I had
just
to
for
put
me.
on a show. Yeah, it's for you. It's
Nice.
a special show just for you.
Oh man, I never got one of those.
Neither did I.
I see you all the time, Mike.
I never have enough ones.
Maybe,
Oh,
maybe
stop
you
it, John.
come down here, and then I'll fly with you, and then I'll give you a nice show. How about that?
Oh, now you're supposed to drive 15 hours to
Then
see
I'll
him,
send,
but he won't do.
I'll give you a ride to Disney and drop you off the front gate.
Oh, now we're talking. Oh, you got to get me through the gate. That's the whole point.
No, that's not my problem.
I'll wear a wig. You could say I'm your wife.
Well, that day you can just identify as his wife, and it'll all be good.
That's true. It is Disney.
That's right.
See how woke they really are.
Yeah, John, your wife has a
They
beard.
can be as woke as they want, as you want them to be, but without a ticket, you kind of shit out of luck.
Nah, there's
Ways
ways
around
around that.
My gun begs to differ.
It is Florida.
Oh, jeez. And we just got canceled. All
Next
righty.
question.
Yeah, right. Well, do you have any questions for us? Let's reverse it a little bit.
Ooh,
You as the guest,
Ah,
do you have any questions for us?
I don't know.
I'm
How's
not
that
telling
to
you what I'm
flip
wearing.
the script? Nobody wants to know what
Flip
you're
the
wearing, Mike.
script. Bob,
Damn
what's it feel like to fly for Steam now that you're a sponsored pilot for Steam? Is that it?
Part of the
Ooh, that's a
Steam,
good one.
the Steam team with
Yeah.
Tony. Yeah,
The Steam team. I like.
Steam
That's got a
team.
nice
Yeah,
ring to
I
it.
like
it
that.
does
Yeah,
actually
I've never heard
just
that
kind of
one.
rolls off the tongue.
That sounds like a sticker.
It's
I'll
a
make
logo design, John.
Sounds like a cool heli team or something really gross.
should just
You have,
just call yourselves Steamers.
yeah. Wow. And this just took a
Hey,
whole turn.
if Mike started
No
flying for him, he's in
no
Ohio.
disrespect.
He could be the Cleveland Steamers.
Oh yeah.
No disrespect, right?
But
Yeah,
anyway,
I think
let's no.
I think you gotta make some like this hobby is all serious, right? So you just gotta put some entertainment into certain things. Just inject some fun stuff.
Right. I
Yeah.
agree. And that's where so what I enjoy is I'm with Steam. Yes. He knows, I'm not the best pilot in the world for sure. And Tony also knows I'll give him full feedback, the good, the bad, the ugly. When I was building the helis, when I built the 550, there were some things, I wasn't as fond of because there were some issues with the directions. I told him a lot of stuff, and it was all things that helped to change things and get things better. So I have no problem if there's an issue with something, letting him know there's an issue with it. He knows that. Anybody who knows me knows that's my personality, that I'll just tell him what I'm thinking. You don't have to ever guess what I'm thinking. So, and he knows that. And we're all on the same page, so I'm good. I don't have to fly for somebody that you have to just lie and say, oh, this is good, this is the greatest thing, and knowing there's a weak point or knowing it's junk, or just to do it to wear somebody's shirt and say, hey, look at this. Not doing it for that.
Yeah. What's your opinion on the gimbal gate for V control?
Gimbal-
We did say we were gonna save that for episode 2 last week.
Oh,
I
were
know we
you?
said we were going to
Oh,
save
man.
it. We touched on it a little bit, but are you asking me, John, or
Yeah. You
I
don't have
mean-
to include it in this episode if you're waiting.
I think it's no.
Oh no,
I mean,
this is episode 2.
yeah.
This is when
I
it was
think
supposed
it's
to come out.
All right.
I've never used V control. I've never flown with it. I never drank the Kool-Aid on that one. Personally, I find it funny and amusing because when those gimbals came out, everybody and their freaking brother was posting on Facebook, look, got the new gimbals. Look, got the new gimbals. You bought a really expensive radio to upgrade the gimbals. I don't understand it. And then now you're getting error codes. I just found the whole thing amusing, to be honest with you.
But
and
do you think that it's teaching or is telling Mikado something?
what do you mean?
Maybe put
better gimbals in their radio?
on
Yeah,
their
but I mean,
expensive
people
radios?
say that about everything. So
Oh.
I'm a Spectrum guy. I have a DX9. I haven't even gotten any newer, and I'm comfortable with that. I like it because if it ain't broken, don't fix it kind of thing. And it works
Yeah,
perfectly
that's true.
fine for me. I like it. Some people want to have the best of everything, the smoothest, whatever, and that's fine if you have the money and you want to upgrade and change that stuff. But if you're going to spend that much money, what the V controls are, it should have better gimbals and stuff into it. You shouldn't have to upgrade or change.
Well, I mean, I think this hobby is built off of impulse. Well, I know it's built off impulse.
Oh, it is absolutely.
100%, yeah.
So I don't think that there's necessarily. Was there an issue with the Mikado gimbals? I don't think there ever was. I think it was just something shiny and new that came out, and everybody kind of just that impulse kicks in, and you want to have it,
And it was like keep up
everybody
with the
just kind of
Joneses.
jumped on, started buying them up because that's what they wanted to do. So I don't know if it's a way, like I have trouble saying that Mikado should take a lesson from it because I don't know if there's a lesson, because I don't think anybody was complaining about them to begin with.
No, I think somebody
know what I
bought
mean?
them and then somebody else just went, well, I want to have them too. Well, I want to have them too. And they're posting on Facebook and then everybody's like, I just want to be like them and I want to show I have them too. And I can guarantee you there's people who spent the money on the gimbals and replaced them that couldn't feel a difference and had no idea what it really did
Right.
for them. But they had to do it for a status or whatever to feel like they belong or they're part of the they're part of the club, whatever.
Well, I've been flying with
It's like
them
that with
for
a lot of
a few
brands.
months now, and yeah, I like it better. I don't know
So
if I can ever go back.
Honestly, did you feel an issue with the old gimbals?
No, I didn't. But
Okay.
when I put on the new ones, I kind of like the range that I get, the range of movement.
Okay.
I feel like I'm not being trapped like on my finger because I fly thumbs and index finger. So sometimes when I make certain moves, like my index finger kind of pinches on the corners.
Okay.
So now with the for some reason, like it feels a little bit different for me with the new gimbals. But yeah, I mean this is like I swapped it out once. I never did like a back and forth kind of thing, back to back
Yeah.
kind of swapping. But yeah, like I've been simming with it a lot. I've been flying as much as I can with it, and I feel like I got better control with my helicopter. Mainly it's just because my style, I guess, or the way I
I mean,
hold
if you're
the
more
radio.
comfortable, if you're more comfortable holding the transmitter, then I
But
could
could you have
totally see
achieved that same thing by just changing the tip of the gimbal, without actually changing the whole gimbal?
If I raise my gimbal higher, right, it just feels different. Like my hands, my fingers just don't reach the corners as well. So I got to keep them as low as I can.
So you
But
get those
the
short,
gimbals
stubby
for the
fingers.
what?
You got those short, stubby fingers.
Yeah, I do. So
That's interesting because I actually really like I like the taller gimbals because you have to give it feels like less movement because you have more leverage on the gimbal. So that's interesting to
Ew.
hear the different preferences.
yeah, I mean it's just that's my preference. Like I think like that's the thing that's making me decide that I want to keep the AG1s or whatever they call it, the new gimbals. So I'm not switching. I haven't gotten the red screen yet. Mainly probably because I keep the springs tight. I don't know. Yeah.
You just jinxed
But
yourself because you're going to get that red screen next time you turn the radio
Yeah.
on.
yeah, I know,
He
right? Let me.
also hasn't flown all year either.
That's what I was
I
just
mean,
going to say. He has told us he hasn't flown either, so that could be it too.
well, just because I don't fly doesn't mean I don't sim.
Okay,
My
all
Just
guy.
right,
turn it
good
on.
point.
My guy.
I'm gonna go turn it on right now. All right.
Oh, here we go. Live update.
Moment of truth.
You're going to
What
hear
I bet
click.
will turn on and on is
You're
replays.
gonna, click, and
Good
you're going
old
to, oh,
DX18.
shit.
See, it works. You guys can't jinx me.
Okay. I'm your good luck charm. That won't happen, right?
Yeah, that's right, Bob. You are my good luck charm.
That's right. I drove all the way out to Cincinnati and picked you up at your house, and within 5 minutes, you got a call to go back to work. You
Yeah.
bought a lottery ticket. You won some
I was
money.
laid off that for like 6 months.
Yep.
I was laid off in Cincinnati.
And then within 5 minutes of me being there, you get the call to come back to work. And then that night or the next night, you bought a lottery ticket, won some money.
Why don't you work like
Did
that
I?
for me?
Yeah, didn't you get a scratch off when we went to, was
Oh
it then?
yeah, that's
I was going to say you
that's
got a scratch
right.
off. I think it was only like $5,
was-
but it was still.
Yeah, it was like it was $5 or something like that. I made my
Whatever.
money back, but that's about it.
It was
But
still good.
that still counts, right, Bob?
It still counts. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've gone everywhere with this man and I haven't won shit, so it must just
Uh-huh.
be you.
So what
You gotta
you
get
have,
me to buy your
Do-
lottery ticket.
do you have any
Yeah.
any questions for Mike or Aaron?
Mike, when's the next fun fly?
Yes.
For me or at our club?
At your club?
We're only doing the well, we're doing the Father's Day that we do every year, but that's an everything fun fly.
I always enjoyed those though.
Yeah,
be
yeah,
honest.
it's fun. That's
like
that's actually what the event that got me into the hobby a little bit. Going there and seeing that it used to be one of our biggest events, and then just it's kind of sad. It's fizzled down a lot over the years. Still a lot of fun. Still enjoy doing it. But the next fun fly will be the Ohio Heli Throwdown. We haven't put out anything official yet, but we do have the dates of July 18th through the 21st.
Alright, I'll see if I can make that.
Yeah, and we'll get a flyer and all that stuff together. But I was finally able to get the sanction in, and it's gonna be a little different this year. I think. I don't know if we're gonna do the competitions and stuff we had last year because the guy who was in charge of that is not able to participate this season. So I don't know if anybody's gonna step up and be able to take that on. And we also might be looking for a different food vendor, which is kind of a bummer because Frank and his wife did the food for Reach for Veterans. They had a whole slew of grandkids over the winter. So
Oh boy,
jeez.
really?
yeah, and his kids
I gotta-
live out of state, so that he's kind of doing that thing. So I don't know if they're gonna have time to be able to do the food for us this year. So
Oh, that stinks. We need those big baked potatoes, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I
miss
know,
those.
yeah.
Hopefully he's
gonna be a
around a little
bummer.
bit because he's also my landlord usually for that weekend too. So
Well, I'm sure that could probably still be worked out. I just don't know if he's gonna be physically available.
yeah,
So
that's a bummer. Him and his wife are
I
we'll
off.
see.
gotta-
A lot of stuff to iron out for that thing yet.
Yep.
But we do have the dates Do have the dates locked in. So hopefully you
Alright.
can make it out, man. It'd be awesome to see you back up here.
I'll see, man. I'll see. Yeah, I can't make promises, but
Yeah, I get it.
it's always
Take
a
care of
good
your
time.
work thing, man. It's like you said, the first year.
Yeah,
It's the biggest time to make sure you're proving yourself, you know?
yeah, yeah. And then Aaron, what's the next fun fly for you that you're gonna go to?
Sounds like probably the Nighthawks, honestly, is going to be my next fun fly. I don't get to make it out much because my vacation days are eaten up either by future drift events here in the summer or just lacking days off. I only get 1 day a week off now. So it sounds like next fun fly is probably going to be Nighthawks. And then I would love to hit Urcha this year, if my dad is going.
You
So
gotta
it
he's
sounds
go
like
Urcha at least, man. It's
He's
gonna be a
going.
good time.
We're gonna try. We're gonna see because I mean,
Yeah.
because Urch is at the beginning of August, so if I take July and then right a couple weeks later for Urcha, might be tight to do, but I got to see what I can
I
swing.
will say is
We
it's
gotta
so
go
much
old
nicer.
school. We gotta go old school, like Tent City. You know that
Yeah.
old Tent City
No.
back
I'm
in
straight up gonna say fuck that. I am not doing that again.
I'm cool with the tent.
I did
I'm
the
fine with
tent.
that.
I did the tent there for a week. Like back in the day when I would get there on a Tuesday morning and not leave until like the following Sunday or Monday. And no, it was fun, but I'm not doing that
talking
again.
about. I'm not talking about like sleeping in a tent.
Oh,
I'm
I
talking
thought you
about
meant
the Tent
that.
City that I saw you guys the first. During my first Urcha, I think it was like 2014.
Oh, with all the canopies all set up together.
Yeah,
Okay,
with
that
all
we
the
can do.
canopies, making a tent city. It was great.
Yeah,
man.
that was a good time.
Yeah,
Everybody was all right there together. It was a blast.
yeah, that was fun, man.
That I'm good for. I thought you meant like the tent sitting there, and I mean it made for a good place for you and I to sit. And like I said in the first podcast, that that's kind of what inspired the whole thing is sitting there and just people watching and watching everybody.
Yeah, yeah. That's
You
always
just-
a good time, right?
You just want to sit along the flight line and see who your next victim for coning's going to be.
I still
Yeah,
have
I
those
think
pictures.
this is gonna if I go to Urcha, it's gonna be my 10th Urcha, right? I think it's time to like publicly. Well, I gotta ask the guys I took pictures with. I think it's time to publicly show the coning that I do every Urcha.
You gonna put an
Okay.
album out.
Yeah, put like a little virtual album and tag.
Well,
each and
I'm in
every
that
one.
album. I say no.
Oh,
No.
I'll just blur your face.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on. You don't want
So fun,
everybody
man.
to see you taking a cone to the ass.
Looks like blur the
I don't
face
care.
and the
You
cone.
can do whatever you want with that picture.
Wait, Aaron, you know about that tradition that I do, right?
Yeah, you coned me.
I was gonna say, you
coned
think
me
you
and
did
I
it to
got-
him?
I
Cone
got
you?
pictures.
No, not
You
for
coned-
Urcha.
No. You coned me at Nighthawks, and then I helped you cone Mike. I got pictures of it. I still have it.
Yeah, that don't count
Yeah.
though. Like the actual coning that happens at Urcha.
Yeah, I never got coned at Urcha. See, my days at Urcha with you, I was a little too young, so we didn't get into all that.
Yeah, you were too young. You were weird to hang out with back then anyway with your
Yeah,
beaver
I was a-
haircut.
He still is
Your
weird to
Justin
hang out
Bieber
with.
hair.
Yeah, but yeah, maybe I don't know yet. Maybe I'll keep it going and keep collecting the
Oh,
cone
you gotta
victims.
keep going. That's like getting like paying your dues when you get coned.
Is it?
Yeah. Means you've officially made it to Urcha.
Hopefully, some of the people listening know what getting coned is and don't just think, "What the hell are they talking about?"
Well, all
Go
right.
ahead, okay,
There's
tell
a
'em what
story
it is.
behind it. There was a story behind it. This was like 2014, the first Urcha, and one of my friends asked me to spot him while flying, and I think I wanted to go somewhere. And I was like, I can't do it. Like, ask someone else. And he just begged me, and I'm like, all right, fine. And then, and I happened to just be watching behind him, and I saw the Urcha cone, and I just took it and posed with it behind him in a very, I don't know, provocative way, I guess. I don't know how you guys would describe it.
In a sensual way.
Yeah,
Very
and then
sensual.
that started a tradition for me. Like every year, I would choose one victim, and without them knowing, and then later on they'll find out. Like I just show it to them. Like, yeah, here you go.
Oh God. We gotta edit that whole last section. We gotta cut that out and use
Why?
it somewhere, Bob.
Nah.
The whole I just wait until they're not looking and then I show it to them and here you go.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
God.
I'll start
Yeah.
the whole podcast with just that little clip. and then
talking
we'll roll
about
into it.
being victims and it's
Yeah.
perfect.
That's great. So what?
Uh,
Out of all the fun flies you've ever been to, John, and all the places and stuff. What if you had to pick one memory, one moment that is just like your favorite or just most memorable? What would it be?
Man, I don't know, man. Like it's I go to like so many of them. I gotta say like the night flying. Every like any given night flying on the picture.
Surprise.
Thanks, Aaron.
What are you
Uh,
getting, Code?
yeah, I don't know. Anytime we're night flying, I guess that's always been a good time for me.
So
Uh,
nothing in particular sticks out.
Nothing. There was one night flying that we did. We had a lot. I had a lot of fun with it. I think it was in Cincinnati. Not the SmackDown, but the other one. The one that Evan Sayers hosts. It's Air Masters. No, was it Air Masters? Yeah.
One Frank used to do?
Is that? Yeah, Frank's. Yeah.
Yeah, the Air
And
Master.
then Evan took it over. Yeah, Air Masters. What we usually do is anytime there's like night flying, we just sit down, put our chairs near the lights, and then we put a table there, and we call it the enable table, Adam's term. And yeah, we just put our helicopters there, set it up, and then keep flying back to back. And that's always a good time. And with nitro, you just smoke out the whole field, and yeah,
Oh, yeah.
no charging needed. Just nonstop flying until like what, midnight.
So if you were nonstop flying, you weren't eating White Castle beforehand, right?
You know what? Scratch that. That's not my favorite memory. My
That's where I
favorite
was-
memory is going to White Castle with Bob.
Oh man, I really thought that's where you were going to go with it at first, honestly.
That's my favorite.
It wasn't so much the going to White Castle; it was White Castle going through me later.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, it happened. That's for sure.
Yeah.
You gotta build a tolerance for that place.
Yeah, and I'd never been there, so I got. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, this stuff's
Oh yeah,
pretty good.
John knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah, and it was a really hot day, and we got back to the field, and they were setting everything up, and hot day with a porta potty. You kind of
Oh
get
yeah,
the
he
drift.
had that all planned out.
Yeah, right. I think he did. It was a horrible time.
And it didn't help that you were trying to set up your tent too.
Right, another time where I was setting up a tent, which was useless
That's
to
an
do
event
because
I was glad I was not there. I was glad I didn't have to stay in the tent with him on that.
I don't know, it wasn't bad in the tent. It just that was a weekend of very little sleep.
Oh yeah, it was hot too. It was like one of the hottest days in Cincinnati.
Yeah, well, it wasn't so much the heat. It's just everybody. It was like 24 hours for multiple days. Just going, and it was hard to sleep with all the music, all the going on, and getting
Yeah,
up at 6
yeah,
o'clock
true.
in the morning, and people still out drinking and whatever else.
That's my favorite part of Fun Flies, man. Around 10, 11, the party starts. That's fun.
10, 11, shit. We had people yelling on the microphone at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. Wake the hell
True.
up!
Yeah, no, I'm the old guy now that I'm just gonna go to the hotel so I can get a good night's sleep and come back and have the empty skies to fly in. Works for me.
That's how I like it.
Yeah, me too.
Just a hotel. I need my shower. I need
Yeah.
my bed and my shower.
Camper's the way to go.
Yeah,
No,
sir.
I need like constant shower, like water, just not like the RV type of showering.
No, you don't want to do army showers.
No, I don't want to do that.
not the right RV. The showers are good.
Yeah, if you got enough water, you could do that.
Yeah, if you got a hookup, right?
Yeah.
Or not even a hookup if you got big enough tanks, depending
Yeah.
how long you're
Yeah,
going.
most of them are like 30 gallons. You're not going to get very far with that.
Oh,
For a constant running shower, it's not going to last you very long.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Gotcha. I'm gonna say what we had
Next question.
when I borrowed Frank's was good. What's that, John? Go ahead.
Next question.
You want to move on?
Yes.
I don't know. Do you guys have any, Aaron? What do you have for John or anybody or anything in general?
Man, I thought you guys had like the hardest hitting questions here.
No, we're just making it up as we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Improvise. Nice.
No show notes, just winging it.
Yeah.
Okay.
What you hear is what you're getting. Aaron,
So
you
pretty
there?
much
Did we
like
lose
it's
you?
like a regular
Yep.
time.
Oh,
that
yep.
we
I'm
meet.
here. I'm here.
That's
Like
what
we're
I said.
sitting in chairs at the flying field.
Yeah. This is pretty much it, right? This is what happens.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's what the whole premise is. We're just gonna do it, say it, blurt it out, and how it goes
Yeah.
is what happens.
This is the PG version of the conversations we usually get into.
You played it tame. I didn't. There were so many things I could have baited you with that I knew we could have went down, but I was trying to be nice to you.
Oh,
We didn't want to
Thanks,
get you.
man.
We didn't want to get you cranked on certain subjects, and get you all worked
Have
up.
to cut too much out.
I'm easy to get worked up anyway. I'm a sucker like that, I guess.
Sometimes. So what do you think,
Because
Aaron?
no one else has said it, I'll say it. It's not a question. I do gotta say though, John really is one of the best people I've met throughout this hobby. And I do really mean that. He's been one of the nicest, just funniest, most fun people to be around at an event. So I gotta say, if you see John at a fun fly, go give him shit, hassle him, whatever you gotta do.
Call him Marcus
John
Kim.
is a great dude.
Yep,
Yeah, yell
I'll
Marcus
second
Kim.
that. I'll second that for sure.
I'll third that.
I mean, like I said, I've known John probably at least 10 years, and any event I've been with him, I mean, he's an amazing dude. He's always out helping people, even more so than I want to help people. He is a great dude. So I can't say enough good things about John.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Okay, now
We love you.
If we
We
stop
love you, man.
if we stop recording, Aaron, what would you really say about him?
Fuck Marcus Kim.
Oh, no,
Oh
no,
my
no.
god.
Jeez.
Can I save
Okay,
that?
Marcus, if this gets back to you, it wasn't meant towards you. That was just meant towards
Yeah,
John.
no. Just
Can
the
I
other
save
Asian
that
guy.
to soundbite?
Yeah.
That's gonna go all around Facebook now.
Yeah, every time you text me, that's what's gonna play.
That's funny. Well, gentlemen, does anybody have anything they'd like to add?
All I can say is if you're looking forward to seeing us at Nighthawks this year, have some full package merch incoming. So if you're looking for some hoodies, key tags, stickers, you want some swag, come find us, or more than likely find Bob, not me. He'll have everything.
Don't drag me into this. You did this. You're doing it now.
I see what he did there.
Yeah. Wait a second.
Wow.
We already have some of the merch prototypes. It's all looking good. So if you're looking for some full package merch, we will hopefully by then have some.
We don't really have merch prototypes. We just wanted to be
like a professional YouTuber.
We wanted to be like posers and just wear hoodies with a full package thing on. That was it.
Hey, the key tags are beautiful.
Yes, they did get cool.
Are sweet. The key tags are really cool. I gotta say, we gotta hand some of those out at events. Just some of those the full.
I'll get more of those made.
Those are sweet.
I gotta make a shirt for you guys now.
I had them.
I only want it if your face is on it.
What?
I only want it if your face is on it.
If my face is on it?
Yeah.
All right, sure.
Oh, jeez.
I'll figure something out.
John, we didn't tell you. I had some hoodies and then done with the full package thing on it.
Nice.
I had those made.
Is it just a single color?
Yeah.
Single color hoodie?
Yeah, it's a gray hoodie and then has the logo on it.
That's some amateur shit. You gotta ask me to make a shirt for you.
All right, well then I will.
All right.
Then you do one. You have the logo, obviously.
All right. Well, if you give me permission to use your logo for a shirt, then I'll go for it.
You made the fucking logo, so you have full permission to do with it. Yeah.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I gotta,
then
I gotta
do it.
keep it. I gotta
show me what you can do, and then submit it for approval. Let's see what you can do.
All right.
No, but we'll work on. We might do some stuff like that just for fun. We got Aaron as our little merchandise guy working us over there. That's good.
He's our new marketing manager.
Marketing, yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. Thank you.
Marketing.
You got me stuck in the sweatshop.
Yep.
Oh boy. You're hand sewing them, each one of them?
Oh, absolutely. I'm ripping all your designs off. I'm just copying everything you do.
Yeah, the one I got, the one sleeve is like 3 inches shorter than the other one. So
I needed a napkin that day. My bad.
I think mine was made on Friday.
Friday at 4:59. Nice.
Be careful of people stealing your logos, guys.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll happen.
Yeah.
Is that a Mikado joke?
No. Somebody from Australia actually took my logo and used it on his car.
Oh wow!
On his livery, not in the real car, but remote control car.
The Mad Panda one.
The logo. Yeah, he took the logo and edited out the bamboo and then added like a paw on it, and it goes "Stop Panda Time." And Leroy actually saw the video and he thought that was my logo. Somebody got a permission to use my logo, and I'm like, I didn't give anybody permission. And so needless to say, I had to contact the guy. I'm like, hey, where'd you get the logo from?
You found that a number of different places, I know.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I get a text from you with the picture and saying, hey, look at this one.
Yeah, it was like a guy from Malaysia, another guy using it in his SoundCloud library, a couple of people from Facebook, saw my logo, had fun with it, and it was just like, this is my new profile picture from now on. It's pretty funny. I'm like, cool. But the other guy I think he was doing it for as a memorial for his friend, and I'm like, I feel so bad doing this, but no permission is no permission.
Yeah, exactly.
But,
Fingers crossed we won't have an issue. Nobody really knows
yeah,
who we
I mean,
are.
you'll never
so
know, man. You never know.
I'll get John to do a Mad Panda delivery for my real drift car so we can one up him with the little RC drift car.
he won't give you
you
permission
want
to
it
use it
right.
though.
I can do up to 18 inches. So
Whoa.
That's all I need.
Talk about
That's all I
bragging.
need.
Jeez.
Stop it.
Wrong
Damn
podcast
it.
to bring that up
Yeah,
on.
right.
I can print
Stop it, John.
as wide as 18 inches and 2 feet. So
Okay.
Yep.
There you go. We'll do.
So-
We can make Aaron's drift car the full package Mad Panda.
Hey, I'm not beyond that. I'm 100% down for that.
are
Free
you
promo.
actually getting a livery done in your car? How much does it
I've
cost?
looked through a lot, way too much. Some outlets I looked, one was like $1,800 to fully get done. So, and that's
Wow.
still me installing it. Yeah, it's not cheap. So
No,
it's a
I
lot
mean,
of
that's
time
not
that goes
bad.
into
I
it.
was just gonna say
That's not
1,800 is
bad
probably
at
pretty
all.
cheap to do that. Actually.
Yeah, that's cheap for
Yeah.
1,800. That's designed and everything.
That was designed and everything. Yeah.
Wow. So tell them, like, if you come out with your own design, then how much would it be?
So when you go on their website, you can basically custom do everything. So I guess they're not really designing it. You use their software to design it. It's a web-based program. So you're designing everything. They give you a car template, and you can kind of build off of that. And it depends what colors you use. Depending, I guess all that varies in price. I had a lot of chrome in mine, so that might have taken the price down a little bit. I'm not sure.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I can't use those web designs. Whatever. I have my own program. So. Oh well. But yeah,
We'll get it going one day. We'll get it going.
one
day.
day. When you get to be a famous drift racer, then you call me, right?
Yeah. When I get that Falcon Tire sponsorship and start getting hooked up, there we go.
Come on, man.
Call that Australian guy. He's got the same logo. He's probably cheaper.
Yeah. He'll do it for half the price. All right, gentlemen. If nobody else
All
has
right.
anything to add, I would like to thank John for being on here for us covering
Yes.
a whole lot of stuff and nothing all at the same time. It was a
Yeah,
good time.
thanks, John. You're
Thank
you're a solid dude. You're a must-have in this hobby.
Yeah, right.
No, for real, man. You're out there doing a lot of stuff that a lot of these guys aren't doing.
And you have morals.
So yeah, keep it up.
You have good morals as far as the keeping a design image, for a certain person, and keeping it to them and not copying, not doing that stuff. We need more of that stuff in this hobby. So it would be nice. So
thanks.
hopefully you rub off on some people.
There it is.
Oh man.
No, we can put that with the other one, and there we go. I'll have to do some editing, and we'll see what we can put in here.
We're gonna have an HBO special pretty soon.
That's right.
Full package behind the scenes.
Full package at dark. After dark, I like that.
Oh
Full
my!
package
All right.
confessions.
We're gonna wrap things up there, guys. Otherwise, we're gonna keep going on, and it's gonna be way too long, and everybody will be asleep by now.
There it is again.
Yeah. So thanks to John, and thank you, Mike and Aaron, as always, for being very entertaining co-hosts on here with everything. And thank you guys for listening. As always, you can check us out. I do have a Facebook page created now, Full Package RC, and you can go there. You'll be able to see when we're updating episodes, where we're going to. We do all the episodes. Obviously, you're listening to this. You probably already know it's at Podbean and on my YouTube channel. I'm uploading. Any questions, you can reach us through that Facebook page. You can get a hold of myself or Mike or Aaron through that page. Any questions you have for any of us, feel free to let us know. Anything final words you want to add, Mike?
No, just thanks everybody for listening. All four of you are great. Awesome. Keep it up.
Aaron?
And again, thanks, John, for coming on, taking time out of your day to sit and chat with us. Man, it's always good catching up with you.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure.
Okay, Aaron, we're going to give you the final word, and you can close us out.
Oh man. Well, thank you to the special John for coming on. We love you. Make sure to go check out his product. He does more than just RC stuff. He'll do whatever you need, up to 18 inches apparently. And bang John's line, Mad Panda, baby.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for listening, and y'all have a great night.